then a Senate office of, a couple dozen people until he ran for president. Now, he put together a pretty good campaign. That's essentially starting a Fortune 500 company from scratch in a period of, a year and a half. And that ran like clockwork. You have to give him credit. I don't think you've seen a major presidential campaign as flawless as his in 2008 in a long time. Hillary Clinton would be the first one to tell you that. And it probably had to be, right? To be the first African American to win the presidency out of nowhere with no base, with no, no history, no political organization. It had to be a perfect campaign. But that did not make him a manager. It did not mean that he had executive experience. I think he was learning on the job. And he was, I think, President Obama was a smart guy. And he knows he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not necessarily a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you a good example. His sense of politics could be off. So he puts together a stimulus package, right? The economy's in crisis. He has to get the package done right away. There's no time to waste. He gets it done in 17 days. That's a pretty extraordinary thing. No president has ever passed $800 billion worth of spending in 17 days. Now, Republicans would say that was the problem. Right. But the actual problem was that he couldn't bring Republicans on board. Now, was that because they were inherently opposed to everything he did? Maybe. But one thing he did was he put together the package he thought they would like. So he had basically 1/3 aid to the states, basically 1/3 public works kind of spending, and basically 1/3 tax cuts, structured as he wanted. And he said, look, you Republicans should like this. I've given you tax cuts. And they didn't like it. He was stunned. Like, why don't you like this? I don't understand. You should like this. And I think the problem for him was he's a smart enough guy, but he didn't understand that Republicans didn't want to be told what they wanted. Right? And they didn't want to be simply handed what they were told they should want. And, eat your peas, eat your broccoli, this is what you asked for. And he later told me in an interview, in fact, he said one of the mistakes he made was not letting the Republicans argue him into putting tax cuts in the bill.